A very good morning, students. Today I am going to explain this wonderful poem on the grasshopper and cricket written by John Keats. So, this poem was written by John Keats in December 1816 and it is a sonnet. What is a sonnet? A poem of 14 lines is called a sonnet. So, this poem has 14 lines as you can clearly see. Students, this poem is inspired by the beauty of nature. Okay, this poem is not in the form of a story, but in this poem, the poet symbolizes the grasshopper as hot summer and the cricket as a very cold winter. So, in this poem, the poet has talked about two seasons. One is summer and the another one is winter. Although most of the poets have written poetry around spring or good weather, Keats is different. He has written this poem about summer and winter. In this poem, the poet celebrates the music of the earth. He finds beauty in hot summer as well as in the cold winter. So, let's begin. Unlike the ant and the cricket, page 21, which tells a story, this is a nature poem. In it, the grasshopper and cricket do not appear as characters in a story. I have told you that this is not a story. Rather, they act as symbols, each suggesting something else. So, this also I have told you that grasshopper represents or symbolizes the summer season and the cricket symbolizes the winter season. Read the poem and notice how poetry of earth keeps on through summer and winter in a never ending song. Who sings the song? The poetry of earth is never dead. When all the birds are faint with the hot sun and hide in cooling trees, a voice will run from hedge to hedge about the new morn mead. That is the grasshopper's, he takes the lead. In summer luxury, he has never done with his delights. For when tired out with fun, he rests at ease beneath some pleasant weed. So, in this stanza of 8 lines, which is called octave, in this we find out that the grasshopper sings in summer season when all the birds get fainted with the hot sun. The poetry of earth is ceasing never on a lone winter evening when the frost has wrought a silence from the stone, there shrills the cricket song, in warmth increasing ever, and seems to one in drowsiness half lost the grasshoppers among some grassy hills. So, let's begin the explanation of this poem, line by line. The poetry of earth is never dead. The poet says that the earth keeps on singing its song. It is never dead. When all the birds are faint with the hot sun, under the scorching sun, the birds get fainted, okay, in the summer season, and they don't sing, they hide in cooling trees. Even at that time, a voice will run from hedge to hedge about the new mown mead. So, hedge is a row of plants or bushes planted close together to separate one part of a garden or land from another. As you can see in the picture, this is the picture of a hedge about the new mown mead. So, mead means freshly cut grass or plants. It shows the freshness in the garden. That is the grasshoppers, he takes the lead. So, when all the birds get fainted, the grasshopper becomes the leader and start singing. In summer luxury, he has never done with his delights. It means the grasshopper fully relishes the summer season and enjoys it to its utmost intensity. It means the grasshopper is very happy in summers. For when tired out with fun, and when it gets tired, he rests at ease beneath some pleasant weed. Then he goes for resting beneath some pleasant weed. So, weed is a plant, it's an unwanted plant under which the grasshopper takes rest when he gets tired out with fun. The next stanza, the poetry of earth is ceasing never. So, this line has the same idea which was portrayed by the poet in the very first line. The poetry of earth is never dead. So, the first line and this ninth line, they both have the same meaning. On a lone winter evening when the frost has wrought a silence. So, here the word frost tells us that it is the winter season. What is frost? When the temperature falls down below 0 degrees Celsius, then the thin layer of ice gets deposited on the surface. That is called frost. So, when the frost has wrought a silence means when the frost has created a silence, from the stone there shrills. Shrills means making a sharp noise. Okay, so a voice comes of a cricket's song. A cricket starts singing in winter season in warmth increasing ever. So the warmth of this cricket song means the voice, the intensity of the cricket song keeps on increasing and seems to one in drowsiness half lost. And if there is a person who is feeling drowsy or who is half asleep, okay, who has just woken up, to that person the grasshoppers among some grassy hills, the voice of cricket appears to be the voice of a grasshopper. So the song of cricket seems to be the songs of a grasshopper from some grassy hills. So students, this was the poem in which Keats has talked about two little creatures, the grasshopper and the cricket, to represent the vitality and joyous mood of nature. Okay, even in the scorching hot of summer and in the bitter cold of winter. This poem is about how the grasshopper and the cricket carry on with the endless song of the earth, even after the birds stop singing. If you have any doubt in this poem, you can ask. Thank you.